Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. You know, from time to time, we talk about getting new people on the show, and not to say that the old people that are here are not appreciated, but I'd like to, you know, just shake it up and put out a plea for more guests and more people that would like to be on the show, and we do that all the time. You know, a lot of people think, well, if they'd ever call me.
We want you to call us. You may get a call, but you know what? You need to be calling us. If you have something to promote or something you want to talk about, call us. Okay?
You know, there's a lot of events that happen in the area, but, you know, we also like to have interesting people to come on the show. And everyone is interesting, but a lot of times people just want to come on and promote their event. And so I'd like to...
But if you're an interesting person, you're more than welcome to. 741-4891, talk to Judy.
Best thing to do. With us now to talk about an event that's happening at the Lyric coming up in just a couple of weeks is Ross Slavik and Darrell Whorton. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
I hear applause somewhere.
Yay. Drum roll, please.
Now, this is a tough play. Now, tell us about Sweeny Todd. What's it all about? It's a dark
Without
thing.
giving away too much.
It's a very dark story. It's a very popular story. Of course, they came out with a movie a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp starred in.
Right.
This is actually the Broadway version, so it's a little bit different. The same but different.
Yes.
But it's probably one of the most difficult, at least music-wise, probably one of the difficult things.
Okay, so it's a musical and drama, and,
yes.
What is the Sweeny Todd character? Who is he?
Sweeny Todd. He is a dark individual that has had something done very wrong to him early in his life, to him and his family, and somehow comes back to seek revenge on those he feels did this to him. And in the process of learning the best way to get rid of those individuals, he develops a rather bizarre way of disposing of them.
Okay. So we don't want to give away too much there.
No, you don't want to give away too much, but know that there is a love story here, a lot of drama, and a lot of other back stories that are taking place, as with most dramas. The music is beautiful and grotesque at points. If that makes sense.
Very chaotic.
Okay.
A lot of the music is so intense, and it's moving and layered on top of each other, voices and music, and it's chaotic and it's wild. And
so it's kind of like a thriller too. I mean, that sense.
You're waiting on your seat for the next thing to happen, and it could be a complete shock to you that you're sitting there and it doesn't happen.
But something else might.
Yeah. Okay.
And it does evolve. You get it. When you're done watching it, you get it. You totally get it.
I want to ask about the audience, as far as the target audience, because I know it's not necessarily for younger kids, just from the content that you all have told us about. But wouldn't you say that maybe what age?
I think PG-13.
Okay.
Yeah. It is definitely.
And there's some.
It is not for young children.
Content that
it could be frightening, and you know, not that it is, but it could be to someone young.
Well, we
too
need to
young
put that
to
out there
understand
so that
the
people
reason.
can make.
Yes.
You know, as a theater
Educated
company, we try to do, I think, a big variety from, you know, Annie, which was very family oriented, and then you know, and then we try to do some things that are a little more dramatic. Do want to recommend, though, if you go to the concession stand, we're really working on having meat pies this time.
Yes.
For sale. So
we are having
meat pies.
Meat pies.
Yes. It's
so
try the meat pie, and after you
intermission.
might know one. Yeah, there you go.
Intermission.
Is that just for this play?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We tried to do, as with like South Pacific, we had drinks that were island, you know, themed,
theme oriented,
and everybody will be dressed. You know, in a London 1850s style.
Okay.
So we try and take on the character of the play itself, and in doing so, we're creating, because the part of the drama itself is the meat pies.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be great. And they are good because it's my recipe.
Oh, really? Okay.
And Roz, too, she's not saying much, but she has a fantastic part in this play. She has one of those parts that probably every actor one time, would kill to get to play that.
Wow, would kill.
Would kill. But she's a crazy woman, and she sings, and she's a beggar woman who has went absolutely stark raving mad because of circumstances in her life.
I am having a ball.
How far of a stretch is that?
How
far of a stretch is that from your real persona?
Probably not very far, Dan.
So that's how you wake up every morning in their eyes.
I've got people coming from everywhere to see me. My family members are coming from Michigan because they feel like this is something that
this is your role.
My role, yeah. I've been accused of being crazy before, but I don't think I've ever really lived that craziness as much as I have here, and I'm enjoying it. It's challenging. Sondheim music is, and it basically has thrown everybody into a tailspin just trying to learn the notes, but it's beautiful.
Okay,
it's beautiful,
and it's coming together.
Good deal.
We always get a little panicky the last week or two. Every play we've ever done, the last week or two, you're thinking, oh my God, this is never going to work. And then that last week, costume set starts falling into place, and we're to that point now. We're starting to see it come together.
Gelling.
Is there ever a production where you go, this is never going to come off?
Oh, yes. And I remember
just about everyone.
Like numerous.
You've been captured in this theater with people that and you may not socialize with them at all, but you're captured with them for 3-4 hours at a time, and basically you're starting to like, okay, are they just weird or is it me? Or are we all just weird and we're really acting our normal selves up there? But they become a family.
Right.
Now I have a Sweeny Todd family. I have an Annie family. I have a South Pacific family. And now I have a Sweeny Todd family. But this is the weirdest family I've ever had the claim to.
Well, we'll make sure we come and see you.
Tell us when it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the 24th and the 25th. That is a Saturday and a Sunday.
Of March.
Okay. It's also the 31st and the 1st, which is also a Saturday and a Sunday.
Okay.
7 p.m. on the Saturday show, 2 p.m. on the Sunday show.
So it's 4 performances.
Yeah.
4 performances.
And this is a real issue with me, but the price is absolutely, I think, phenomenal. It's $10. You will not go to a play anywhere, anytime that I know of. At least I never can find one to go to. I always pay $20 to $25 to get into a play anywhere. And we put on some great shows. We have I was talking to the cast the other night, and I told them, I said, we've got a good reputation for putting on good quality plays, and we try to keep the price where anybody can afford to come.
Now, is there a break for members of the Ozark Arts Council? The $8 break or not?
I think what we did with the Ozark Art Council is you should have a voucher.
Right.
And those vouchers can be used.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, if you're not a member of the Ozark Arts Council,
become one.
Become one. I always tell everybody, I said, what we do with that money is that gives us an opportunity to set a budget. It's hard to run a business or anything, if you don't know what you're going to have for the year. And that membership money gives us a budget to know that we can pay our electricity. Everything that we do, we're with the theater company, and all of our profit, everything goes back into the Arts Council to keep that wonderful theater open.
And what a lot of people don't know is that, in order to put on a play, each character generally does their own costuming and makeup. And so that's an expense on them. It's not coming out of the LAC budget.
People always ask, what do you get paid to do that?
Yeah.
And I always laugh. I say, you mean, what do I pay? Because it costs you money.
The payback is the applause and the amount of people that show up for each play.
Right.
Yeah. Our divas.
Well, it sounds like an exciting adventure. So.
And if I'm not mistaken, and that's what I was doing this morning, was thrift shopping, because I thrift shop and then I tell everybody in the cast, okay, they've got these deals going on. So, but the costuming it doesn't have to be unique. It just has to look like the part you're playing. Yeah, it has to look authentic. And it's amazing how many of these styles of dress have evolved and are still the same.
Right.
Just plain crazy. But
you're the theater company president this year.
Yes.
What's your involvement with this, just to make sure that it gets completed?
Yeah, we're just kind of a umbrella over the plays. We have and Roz is actually one of our board members, and there's just a handful of us, and then we have a large group of members, and that's something else. If you'd like to be involved with the theater company, we have a really high membership fee.
No, it's not.
It's $5 to join with the theater company, but that allows you to come to. That's yearly.
Yearly, okay.
And you can come and be a part of our meetings, get involved in what plays that we do, help us pick out plays. Then we have the board, and we just kind of oversee.
Now, there's 2 general membership meetings per year.
Yes.
Now, can just general membership come to the board
meetings? You can come to any meeting. You know, those meetings are open. They're not. You wouldn't be able to vote at them.
Right.
But you can come, and we had one last week, January. And we had some people come that just wanted to sit in, and we welcome you to come sit in on our meetings and find out what's going on.
Okay.
And there's always opportunity to volunteer for set
Before
design
you know it, you will be on stage. You'll be sucked in so fast. Once you ever do anything down there, everybody I've talked to, if you ever get involved in a play, you're hooked. You just fall in love with being at that wonderful theater down there.
And like me, if you don't think you can sing, you can.
Okay.
Talk a little bit, some productions are coming up just right around the corner. I know that something I'm working on behind the scenes is the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we have actually several things coming up. We're collaboration with the college. We're doing Midsummer Night's Dream. You know, I've never been a real big Shakespeare fan, but I went back and watched the movie that came out recently with Midsummer, and I fell in love with it.
Oh, really?
And so I'm so excited now about the play. I cannot wait to see it. Right after that, we're doing a dinner theater at 12 Oaks. It's an OAC production. It's Dial M for Murder, Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay.
And that'll be a dinner. That's the first week of June.
Now, in between that, there's a fundraiser, too, a chocolate
Also have
festival.
a Decadence.
Okay, Decadence.
That's going to be interesting. That is going to be says enjoy all the chocolate you can possibly consume.
I can consume a lot of chocolate.
And they do not know what they have done when they've said that. I told them, I said, you will find me on the back porch, pass out. I will overdose on chocolate. Okay. But there is going to be, it'll be a dance. We'll have a silent auction for all types of different things. Some artwork. We have several of the Art League has donated artwork. We'll be auctioning those off.
Okay. Auditions coming up for Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz auditions.
April 14th.
April 14th.
You can find out more information about all these on the website, correct?
March 27th, auditions for Dial M for Murder.
Okay. So. And you can go to ozarkartscouncil.org and find out more information
and
there,
Facebook
too.
is a wonderful place.
You bet.
Become a friend on Facebook.
The theater company has their own
Facebook
page, and the Ozark Arts Council does, too.
Yep. Right. Love to have you.
Yes, we would.
All right.
We have a lot of fun. I got bit, and I stayed with it, but this
we all get bit.
Yeah.
Dan. We even have Dan is actually going to play with us.
Right.
Yes.
So,
aren't you on the OAC board?
He's a veteran actor.
Veteran actor.
Veteran actor. Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. And Sweeny Todd's coming March.
It's actually not this weekend, but
next weekend.
The next weekend and the following weekend. So the 24th and 25th,
and then
the 31st and the 1st.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Up next, we're going to talk with Bruce Salzman, and he's going to tell us about the African Children's Choir from the Eagle Heights Baptist Church. Stay with us.